Hi, everyone. Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Hi. Hi, everyone. Put in the chat where you're calling from, where you are zooming in from. And I'm going to go over here on Facebook so I can watch the people that are asking questions over here on Facebook. During the course of this, Callie, there's a lot of Callie in the house today. London, I'm going to be there. North Dakota, yay. Letting me know where you're coming in from. Hi, Bernadette. Hi, Anna Maria, Brianna, Carolyn. Let's see who else. Corrine, David. Della, hi Della, Evans, hi Evans, Gabby, Holly, Isabel, Kelsey, Leo, congratulations to our new dad, Leo Goodman. He has a little girl now. Yay, Peggy, hi Peggy, good to see you. Hi everyone, look at all these amazing people. Come on in, awesome. Let us know where you're calling in from. And as we start going today, I want you to put in your Q&As into the Q&A. Don't ask me in the chat because the chat goes by too fast, but make sure you put your Q&As, your questions into the question section, and I will answer those questions. So we are here today to talk about how do you book that first co-star? That's a predicament for a lot of you. A lot of you have booked your first co-star, your second co-star, your third co-star, and you're looking to book guest stars now, right? But for a lot of you, it's that brass ring that you can't quite catch, right? That's really like, this year, it's going to be the year I booked that first co-star on television. I've been trying and it seems like it never happens. And like, if you can relate with that, raise your hand, raise your virtual hand. If you can relate with feeling like, it's like, oh my God, I can't, look at all these people raising their hands. Yep. I hear y'all. I hear you. 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 I know. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Like, what is that? And how can we blast through that? How can we get to the other side and get you all on TV? Okay. And I mean, some of you have been literally trying for over a decade, which is 10 years for us that aren't mathematicians. But like, some of you guys literally have been trying for 10 years to get a co-star. So I hear you. I really do hear you. All right. So I'm going to have a conversation with you. Some of this might be a surprise to you because maybe it's not, you know, like I will give you actionable steps. And as you know, for you guys that have worked with us at Actors Fast Track before, you know, we always give actionable steps. You can't set goals and not take actionable steps to get those goals. Absolutely. But so much of what I want to start the conversation today is about you and what is happening here. So I'm going to tell you a story and yeah, so stick with me when you go, what the hell does that have to do with anything, Valorie? So for a while, I've been thinking that there was something bigger that I had to say, like something bigger than acting, right? And I knew in my heart of hearts, it had to do with racism. And for you guys that don't know, I've been married to a Black man for 35 years. And so I knew for a long time that it had something to do with that. And I wasn't sure. And I didn't know what that was. So Saturday night, I saw this movie called This Is Who We Are, Racism in America. And it profoundly altered me as a human being. I mean, it really affected me on a level that nothing has affected me. And I left there, and Sunday morning I was tuned in to my church, and I was listening to the sermon, and the preacher was preaching on this portion from the Bible from Matthew that talks about what are we afraid of? Like, where are we not playing into that's bigger than us? What are we doing that's not bigger than us? And I was like sobbing through the service because I felt like he was talking to me, because I'd seen that movie the night before, and then I saw that. And then Sunday night, a little thing happened with some white supremacists. I'm just going to leave it at that. And Monday morning, I woke up yesterday, and my meditation was about let it be. Like let it go means to let it be in your life. And that for a brief moment, I understood, and I never can fully understand as a white woman in America, but I understood a little bit of an essence of what Martin Luther King must have felt like when he knew that he had a dream that, he had a dream that had turned into a nightmare, because that's the speech that he gave right before he was assassinated, and how he must have felt in his struggle, his internal struggle, of the bigger message that he had. And I went to spin class yesterday morning, and my spin teacher played Let It Be when the Beatles were at Live Aid. And I was just like, my mind was blown, because I was like, the universe is like delivering to me. And I was like, what is the universe trying to tell me? And what do I need to go and get? And then I had an audition this weekend for Tracy Letts's new play that's going to be on Broadway, and to understudy Blair Brown. And it's about the genocide of Native Americans, just so you know. And I thought, and so this morning I had my own coaching session with my coach, and I've noticed all of a sudden that the people that are coming to me, my new clients that are coming to us right now, are incredible. Like, I love all of you guys that are on here right now that are clients, and maybe have been clients or not currently clients, but I attract a really amazing actor. And I realized, like, all of a sudden I'm attracting these actors that are really caring about the platform and the message they're trying to get. And so what I realized in my own life is that my art, and that what's the bigger message for me that I care about in my life, can do this. That I've been thinking that it was two different things. And I think that a lot of us treat our acting dreams as something that is a separate thing from what we really care about. So my question is to you is, what if those two things in your life, and I don't know if this is speaking to you right now, but what if those things in your life came together? The thing that you really care about, the thing that really brings you together, and your art form. Because all of you guys that are stuck at not booking a co-star, the same thing, because I have a bunch of you guys, I have a bunch of clients that are, and then I have a bunch of clients that aren't. And what I hear from the clients that aren't is they're stuck up against a ceiling. And I want to help them accelerate past that ceiling, blast by that ceiling. And the ceiling is, well, for a long time, I identified the ceiling, and still do identify the ceiling with everything that you've been told that you're not supposed to do as an actor. Like, all of the things that you've been told that, oh, you're not supposed to do that. That's against the rules, right? Like, you're not supposed to pick up the phone and pitch yourself for a project, or you're not supposed to do a video pitch, or, you're not supposed to do those things, right? And so those things, a lot, like the messages that you've gotten from the outside have stopped you from blowing past the ceiling and doing whatever it takes to get the thing you want. But I also think it's about the separation for you of what matters to you and what is your art form. And I don't know if that's true, and I don't have the answer for that, but I just want to propose the question to you right now. I want you to ponder the question. Some of you might have already gone, well, that's not anything to do with it, Valorie. I thought I came here to tell, so you could tell me how to get a co-star and blah, blah, blah. But what I'm telling you right now is I want you to take what I just said, and I want you to take it into your heart, and I want to see if it's possibly true for you. Right? Like, I want you to really investigate that and say, what am I keeping separate in my life? How could I take my life and my love and my art form and merge them together? Because I feel like that's really important. I mean, we are storytellers. So what stories do you want to tell? So the first thing is to write down what stories you want to tell. Maybe you don't want to fucking be the third cop from the left. Sorry to cuss, but maybe I'm not really, but maybe you don't want to be the third cop from the left. And maybe that's why you're not really booking it. Maybe there's something bigger for you. And maybe instead of going for the co-star, you should be going for the project or the director that you so want to work with. Leave the co-star by the wayside. Who said you ever had to book a co-star? You could go right from where you're sitting right now today to being in a movie with Ava DuVernay that she's producing or directing. You could go from where you're sitting right now and be in a Clint Eastwood directed film. You could go where you're sitting right now and be in a Steven Spielberg directed film, right? You could do that. A lot of people have done that. So maybe the thing that's getting you out of bed in the morning isn't the thing that you really, really ultimately care about. Because I'll tell you, I've done a lot of TV. And I'll tell you what, co-stars aren't for me. I mean more to me than that, right? Yeah, it's nice when you make money. Yeah, but money isn't going to, for most of you, for all of us, I would dare say, it's not going to be the thing that really answers your prayers, because you are an artist. If you call yourself an actor, you're an artist, and you have to answer to the artistic gods or the universe or whatever you answer to on a higher level, right? So if you're a meditator, if you're a journaler, if you are doing, the artist's way or whatever you're doing to center yourself every day. And I would recommend, if you're not doing something to center yourself every day, that you are taking action to center yourself every day. Like when I wake up in a mood, I have to meditate, I have to work out, I have to journal, I have to read. I have to do all of those things for my sanity, because I am an actor, therefore I am an entrepreneur, and therefore I am an artist. So if I don't do those things to take care of me, I will self-destruct. And I gather that you will too if you stay in this business as long as I've been in this business. You must take care of yourself. And we talk about that a lot in Actors Fast Track. So the first thing that I want you to take action on when you leave this webinar today, and promise me, hold up your hand wherever you are right now and say, I promise I'm going to take action on this, Valorie, is I want you to make a list of all the stories you want to tell. That's the first thing I want you to do, is I want you to make a list of every story that you want to tell, right? And I want you to go for those stories, not for the size of role or the name of the kind of part. Because a co-star can just be, can I get you another coffee? or we, the jury, find the defendant guilty in the crime of murder in the first degree, right? That's a co-star. Now, if you're part of a story that's being told about something that you care about, like a movie or a TV show that really has power for you and you love the story and it's a co-star, great, right? I mean, I've done plenty of small roles and things in movies and TV shows that I really liked the story. And sometimes I've just done TV and movies for the fun of it. And sometimes I've done TV and movies and not had a very good time. And so I think it's really important to know what are the stories that you as a storyteller want to be involved in. Because here's what I realized in my coaching call this morning, that I wasn't drawing, like I wasn't going out and finding these people. They were showing up in my life because I was beckoning for them to show up. I was asking for them to show up and they began to show up. And so I'm getting these incredible new clients, all like just incredible people, right? And I'm very excited about where we're going as a company and who we can help to tell their stories and build their platforms. Because it is really a lot about building your platform these days, isn't it? It's not just about getting an agent. Look, we have a young lady who just booked her third co-star without an agent. So it's not about getting an agent. And also when you least expect it, that's when you get the agent. When you stop trying to get the agent is when you get the agent. Ask our client, Amy, that just happened for her. She'd been trying for many years and then she came and worked for me and I made her stop trying to get an agent and then she got two, right? So, but yeah, now that doesn't mean that, you know, sometimes I'm not going to help you try to find an agent. I mean, yeah, but that is not the end all and be all to your acting career. And it is not the only thing that you have to do or need necessarily to do to book a co-star. Okay, so write down the stories you want to tell and then go out and find out who are telling those stories. That's step number 2. Go out and find out who are telling those stories. Right? So your customers that are telling those stories. If you don't know who your customers are, they are directors, producers, writers, and casting directors. Okay? Go make a list of the people that are telling the stories that you want to tell, and then start to reach out to them. Right? I was fortunate enough this weekend to audition for 2 stories I'd love to tell. Right? Like I'd love to be a part of telling it. And let me tell you something, when you audition for stuff like that, it's way easier to audition. Like it was so easy to audition for this Broadway show this weekend. If I get it, great. If I don't, I don't. But I had a great audition. I did my work, right? And I have a great agent and we'll see what happens, right? But it was so easy to work on it and so much fun, right? It wasn't stressful. Often I feel stressed these days when I have auditions. I get stressed about them because like I don't remember lines and everything's self-tape and there's no feedback. Like you go into the room and someone says, "Great job, Valorie." It's like, it makes you feel good, right? And when you're in the presence of your own home, no one's telling you that without your, like, I was lucky enough to have James Hallett coach me on the audition. And he was like, that was great. And it was fun because I was really acting, you know, with James, and it was really fun to be really acting. And I felt like a real actress in that moment of doing the audition. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about because it feels like we're sending these self-tapes out into the atmosphere and we're not getting anything back. And most of our booking ratios have gone down. Also, I did something that I tell my actors to do, but I don't always do it, is I in my slate this weekend, I left a special message for Tracy Letts. I think that's something that we have to think about doing as well. But if you are just waiting for auditions from your agent and submitting self-tapes, that's not enough. It's really literally not enough. And if you don't have an agent and you're not even getting in the room, you're not even, well, we're not getting in the room, but if you're not even getting auditions, then what are you waiting for? Make a list of the stories you want to tell and make a list of the people that are telling those stories, and then start telling them who you are. That's the faster way. My company's name is Actors Fast Track. It doesn't say Actors Easy Track. Sometimes you guys get mistaken that Actors Fast Track means Actors Easy Track. It does not mean that. It means that there is a faster way. And if you are waiting in that long ass line to get an agent that's finally going to get you in the room so you can book your co-star, you are not doing it the fast way. It's apropos that our spring event this year on March 12th is called Accelerate Live. And I'm bringing to the table at that event I'm bringing to that the table. Well, I'll tell you. So my friend David Wilton, a lot of you guys have met him. He has I'm doing 4 shows this year, all of which I secured without my agent's help. Negotiated myself and got producer credits on, plus 3 pilots last year. His face-to-face with David airs 90 times a week in Canada right now. So I get 30 hours of TV every week. This is one of our guests on our panel. We have another panelist that we're working on getting, who just got his show picked up for a 2nd season. And he'll tell you about that he wrote and produced. We have another person that's a major director. We are putting together jet fuel for your rocket so you can launch. And by the way, the tickets for that are only $27. It's March 12th. But before that, we are doing a 2-week challenge that's free. Right? And I want to tell you about that because I want you to be involved in it. Because we're going to talk every day for 2 weeks, Monday through Friday, starting February 28th, Monday, February 28th. All you have to do is sign up for it. And if you sign up right now for it, you'll be eligible to win a $1,000 package, our biz plan that you'll do with me. So if you sign up right now, Sarah is going to, in the chat, she's going to put, it's theactorschallenge.com, but she's going to put the URL in there so you can go sign up for the challenge. Really, you guys need to join us. I'm going to give you a challengeable thing to do every day. My challengeable thing that I'm giving you right now is to make a list of the stories you want to tell and make a list of the people that are telling those stories. So the Oscar nominations came out this morning. Are some of those stories that you saw told you wish you would have been in, or you were like, oh my God, that was a good story. I loved The Power of the Dog, and it was nominated, and all the actors were nominated, and it was such a great movie. Very good. It's my favorite so far. And so I would recommend one of our clients, our past clients, Miss Doreen Calderon, her short film got nominated. How exciting. We know so many people. Nancy Daly, I auditioned for Macbeth. I can say that because I'm not in the theater. I auditioned for Macbeth, my friend and person that I knew a lot from the rooms. Nancy Daly booked it. Macbeth, our friend Dana Barron is in Being the Ricardos, that got nominated. So we know a lot of people that are in the Oscar nominations this year, and it's very exciting. My movie of choice, well, I liked West Side Story, but I loved Power of a Dog. And so that's my favorite movie so far. I haven't seen Belfast yet, which I really am going to see before the Oscars. So, you know, what are your movies? What are the stories that you want to tell? Do you want to work with Jane Campion? Who do you want to work with? Like, who are the directors? Aaron Sorkin of Being the Ricardos, like the Coen brothers of Macbeth. Like, who do you want to work with? What stories do you want to tell? Write that stuff down and then start reaching out to them. The way that's working best for my clients right now is pitch videos. That is what's working. pitch videos with a combination of following them on Instagram. And remember this, as my client Maria Jose reminded us all in the mastermind last week, it takes a minimum of 7 times to get in front of someone before they'll even wake up and pay attention to you. So go beyond the agent and the casting director. I'm not telling you not to get an agent, and I'm not telling you not to take casting workshops. But if that's all you're doing, it's not enough. Because if that's what you've been doing for 10 years and you haven't booked a co-star yet, clearly it's not working. So you have to do something else. You have to turn up the volume, you guys. You have to find out what your ceiling is and blow right past that, accelerate right past that. So as we take this journey to this thing that I'm discovering about myself and discovering about the new message that I want to bring to you this year, I want you to go with me. And so your first assignment is to make a list, and make a list of the people that deliver that product. And then your second assignment is to sign up for the challenge. It's free. Starting February 28th, we'll be doing it on the I Love Actors Facebook page, and I will be giving you something to do every day. We're going to be talking about pitches, pitch videos, getting agents, your brand. We're going to have 10 days together where I'm going to give you an assignment every day. I'm going to ask you to post it in the Facebook group, and we're going to do the challenge together. And then March 12th at the Accelerate Live event, we are going to have an amazing industry panel. We're going to give away cash prizes for the people that participated the most in the challenge. And my guess is the people that are going to participate in the challenge are the people that are willing to go there and do what I just said. Let that land for a second. Look, there are a lot of people out there that say they do what I do. They basically teach you how to get an agent. And if you want to go hire those people, go hire those people. They're not me, and they're not our company. And we're morphing into something way different than that, because the industry has changed exponentially in the last 2 years, and you need to be woke to what is happening. I'm going to be talking about it in London on Saturday. Now, if you aren't in London and you can't come hear me live at 2 p.m. talk about it, then tune in to Actors Pro Expo. Again, that's free as well. And you can tune in to hear my speech online. I'm going to be speaking twice at 2 p.m. UK time and 8:30 UK time. So I don't know what time that is I can't translate that time right now for you, but you can. And, come and hear what we have to say. And if you're in London, please stop by the booth. And by the way, we're going to have a party on Sunday night. And so if you're in London, please join us. We'll send out the location for you. All right, we have some questions lined up. Let me answer some questions. My brain is kind of blowing up right now. So ask some questions. Please ask questions in the Q&A. I want to answer your questions. Is it important to be represented by a SAG franchised agency? Good question, Corrine. No. I mean, if you're not signed by a SAG franchised agency and it's not a SAG contract, please get an attorney to look at your contract before you fucking sign it. Sorry, Corrine, didn't mean that. Please do that, number one. And please watch your money. Okay. And don't let them tell you it's 20%. 20% is bullshit. What are they doing for 20%? They better be licking my butt for 20%. So don't let them get 20%. But Kareem, we can have a conversation with that, or you can even have a conversation with Sarah about that as well, or your coach about that. If you speak 3 languages, hi, Carolina, English, Spanish, and Danish, do you add scenes in all languages in the same reel or make different show reels for each language? I think different show reels for each language is too much information. I think you need to put your best scenes that represent your brand on your reel. And you can have clips that show you speaking those other languages, but I think less is more. So you got to start with your best clip, no matter what language it's in. And if it isn't in English, put, transcribe it at the bottom. So we have the transcription at the bottom. And make sure your best scene is first. I mean, I had a client that spoke Russian. He was Russian. And all of his stuff when he came to America was in Russian. And people were told him, first of all, people told him he needed to lose his accent, which is bullshit. And they said, oh, you can't use that. Well, we just had his reel edited with the transcription in there, and he did great. And first thing he booked when he started working with me was a reoccurring guest star, then a series regular, and now he's doing another series regular. He never did co-stars. Okay, so put your best stuff forward. And Carolina, if you're in London, come see me at the booth. Not sure where you are. I'm putting more into my acting career this year. I know, Joshua Howard, you keep booking everything I see on Facebook. Should I still be taking background work or pushing more for speaking roles, even if it's student films and web series projects? Okay, so Joshua, at some point, you're going to need to stop doing background work. At some point, if you want to move up, you have to start behaving like people that are at this level, not at this level. And every time you move up in your life, it's going to be probably scary, not necessarily easy, but you'll be glad that you did it. Because why are most people not happy in their lives? Because change is petrifying. Change is paralyzing. Loss is petrifying. Loss is paralyzing. So most people don't want to wrangle with that. So they stay put right where they are. And that's why most humans live a mediocre life and are asleep at the wheel, because they aren't going after their dreams. One thing I know about you, Joshua, is you're not going to let your dreams die at the side. So you're going for your dreams, which means that you're going to have to do stuff that's scary. You're going to have to do stuff that steps you up to the next level, right? Which means that you're going to have to start taking bigger action. Please, you guys, everyone listen to me when I say that. Whatever you're doing right now is getting you what you're getting. If you're not getting what you want, you have to change what you're doing. Did you hear me? If you're not getting what you want, you have to change what you're doing. So that means that you're going to have to take some different action, right? Which means also that you're going to probably have to stop doing some things that you've been doing, Joshua, like submitting all day on Actors No Access, submitting all day on casting networks, submitting all day on Backstage, doing background work, maybe doing stuff that doesn't pay. So one of the things that I recommend for all of you is that you have what we call a criteria list. This is a list of uneven items. I choose 5 things, right? 5 things. And I make those like a filter. So every audition, every job that I get offered as an actor has to pass through these 5 things. If 3 of the 5 things are not a yes, I don't do it. Here are my 5 things. Does it pay? Are they organized? Like, do they have their shit together? We've all been to auditions where it's like bedlam. No. Are they organized? Are they connected to something greater? So when they say, I'm going to pitch this, who are they? Like, did you look them up on IMDb? Did you do some research? Have they done anything that matters before? Where did they go to film school? Blah, blah, blah. Check them out. Are you inspired by the role and the script? And 5th, are you inspired by the director? If 3 of those 5 things are not yes, then you should not be doing the project. Don't be just working for work's sake. Life is short. You're wasting your time. With that criteria list since 1985, I've only done 2 sucky things in my life. Seriously. All right. Okay, more questions. Great. Joshua. Hi, Joshua. If I already have an agent, but another one wants to take me on, but I like my agent I have now, what should I do? I have only been with the current agent for 3 weeks, but no auditions yet. It's a busy time and I feel like I should have one at least. Well, I don't know about that, Josh. I mean, I don't know the answer to that, Josh, because I'd have to talk to you about that. But I feel like you have to give a new agent a chance to do their job and introduce you and submit you. Getting an audition right away is not always the case. So I don't think that's a good thing to judge. And I think you've been with someone for 3 weeks. I don't know. You really have to take both agencies and you have to put them up against each other and see what you think as far as what your gut is telling you. I can't help you make that decision. However, I could have a conversation with you. So when I get back from London, let's have a conversation. You're welcome, Josh. Kelsey Edwards. Love you, girl. I struggle to find balance and still prioritize my acting career while working on my other businesses. You're so good at doing both. How do you find that balance and still make time to pitch and do sales calls, etc.? Okay, so priority in business is to make money. So sometimes we spend, and I have a feeling that you do this a little bit, Kelsey, is that you spend a lot of time stuck in the details, and also you play a little bit at the game of everything has to be perfect. And that was something that I realized about you, which I kind of knew, but I really realized that about you when we talked the other day. And I think that, you know, some of the ways to solve that a little bit for yourself, Kelsey, is to get some help. You do have a lot of businesses, and by hiring help, you could actually make some more money. So you might need like a project manager or someone that's going to actually help you to get these things done and accomplished and off of your plate. You're really organized, I think. I think that you are also good with your schedule. So I think it's like priority, and it's also about priority of making money. So sometimes you just have to get to the sales action of your other businesses and bringing the money in and not worried so much if it's perfect, because you're going to have to fix it down the line anyway, most likely. And remember, with Actors Fast Track, we're only asking you to do 5 outreaches a week. So when you know you're going to have a crazy week, Kelsey, just take time, like on a Sunday afternoon or a Monday morning, and just do 5 outreaches a week. Like, I think they don't have to be gigantic, rehearsed, specific pitch videos. Like, you could do one pitch video, like that lovely one you did after the wolf movie came out, and you did that one before the COVID, and you talked about what's been going on for you. You could send a pitch video like that to 20 people, and that would be all of your actions for the month. So find a way to, like the Russian dolls, find a way that you can batch. You can batch and take a lot of actions that equal one action is what I would recommend. That's a great question. Thanks, Kelsey. Mr. Jordan, everyone make sure you watch Bel Air. Mr. Jordan, Mr. Tosh Jordan has a recurring on Bel Air. Congratulations. We're so proud of you. Is your manager get you more auditions than your agent, and you've been with your agent longer? How do you fire them? Well, you just fire them. I would talk to your manager about that. And Tosh, when I get back from London, you know, we can talk about that. You can also get on the phone and have a conversation with Sarah about that if Sarah has time. She certainly can lead you through that process. But Tosh, I can lead you through the process very quickly. You fire them. When you're firing an agent or a manager, please do it on the phone. Don't text them. Don't be a dick. You know, call them and write it out so you know what you're going to say, and then send them a written out version of that you letting them go. And you don't need to get in all the details. You can just say, I feel like I've outgrown this relationship. I'm moving on with my career. I really appreciate all the work you've done for me, and I would like to sever our relationship. Ta-da! That's it. Okay. Hope that helps. And get on my calendar. Hey, Saram. I always heard that you have to look for roles always through agents and casting directors. Can we reach the productions directly? Would they respond? Yes, they would respond. And yes, you can go beyond casting directors and agents. And you heard wrong. And let me just tell you something. I know a lot of famous actors, and I myself have a very big resume. And every famous actor I know has broken the rules to get where they got. That's why the name of my third book is Rule Breakers: Changing the Way Actors Do Business. It's because they tell you one thing and yet they do another. And I have countless stories, including the girl that is in Cyrano de Bergerac, Haley Bennett. The way she got a career is by baking pies and taking them to different directors and asking for auditions. And now she's a movie star. So there's a lot of stories like that out there. And yes, you can sell yourself and should be selling yourself to bigger people, directors, producers, and writers. And you can certainly even pitch yourself to a casting director without an agent. One of my clients just booked 3 co-stars this last year without an agent by pitching herself directly to the casting director. Hope that helps. Okay, Jackie. Hi, Jackie. I seem to not have issues getting reps, but once they take me, I seem to sit. Any tips? Yes, you need to be selling yourself. Look, you guys, the agent is the dishwasher in your restaurant. When your restaurant is busy, do you need a dishwasher? Yes. When your restaurant is dead and there's no customers in it coming in, do you need a dishwasher? No. If your restaurant is dead and there's no customers coming in it, is it up to the dishwasher to go and get you customers? No. Okay, I hope what I just said made sense. It is not up to your agent to build your customer relationships. It's up to you. So for you guys that are sitting there with an agent, waiting for them to get you auditions, you're not doing it right. I'm sorry, but you're not doing it right. What are you doing? When you get an agent is when you should be out there every day making relationships with directors, producers, writers, and casting directors. If you're not doing that, you're not in business. Business is the exchange of a product or services for money. If you aren't in that exchange, then you are not in business. You're just a wannabe actor. So yes, you should be out there building relationships, selling yourself on a full-time basis, not a part-time basis, because part-time selling gets part-time results. Full-time selling makes you a working actor. Tosh, who was just on here, is a full-time actor. From the moment he hired me, he did everything I told him to do. He was out there pitching himself. He got bitched out once by a bunch of producers, but he kept going. He kept doing it. And then he booked a Ryan Murphy show. And then he booked a recurring on Bel Air. And now he's off to the races and talking to me about firing his agent. So I see it all the time. So take the action, okay? Take the action. Good job. Thanks for the question. Jenny Wu, What would you suggest if it seems reps are only sending you out for foreign language roles? Well, look, my client, Angela Yo in London, was only getting sent out for doctors because she's Chinese. And she was like, I'm not going to do that. So she started putting herself out for bigger things. And I'm going to tell you something. This year, you're going to see a bunch of movies and a bunch of TV shows with her in it. Big movies, like movies that will get nominated next year for Oscar kind of movies. So she set her mindset to not just being a doctor in the line of duty. She set and what did she do first? She wrote down the stories she wanted to tell. She did. And when she booked one of those stories and they flew her to New York to shoot a major, gigantic, big budget film, she was crying when she held up what she had written down, because what she had written down was what she was playing in the movie that she was getting ready to shoot in New York City. So when I tell you to write down what the stories are that you want to tell, it's because other clients have done that and now they're telling those stories. Okay? So go write down those stories, Jenny. Go write down those stories. Go write down the people that are telling them and go out. And it's because they have a limited imagination. That's why you're only going out for people that speak a foreign language. Literally, that's really it. Okay? Hope that helped. Okay, couple things. Well, if you guys have more questions, please ask them. Sarah is going to share in the chat a few things. She's going to share the link to sign up for the challenge. It's free. And if you sign up for the challenge, you are in the running to win $1,000 package that you will do with me, a coaching package that you will do with me. That's the first thing. The second thing is, if you know now you would like to join us at Accelerate Live, which is March 12th, which is going to be a gigantic industry panel that you will be able to ask them questions. It's a 5-hour event. We will be doing work on accelerating you past what your ceiling is. And we will be giving cash prizes for those that were in the challenge and really participated. If you know you want that ticket, it's only a $27 ticket. She's going to put the link for the Accelerate Live there. Also, when you sign up for the challenge, you'll be offered to buy a ticket. And then also, if you know that you would like to talk to us about working with us, and you want to get on Sarah's calendar and you want to have a serious conversation about what it means to work with Actors Fast Track, we have several packages that are going out off the list now as of the end of this month, February. They will forever not be available. All of our packages are changing as of March 1st. So if you want to take advantage of the old prices, the old content in those packages, and if you are a past client and you want to come back at the old price point, or you can't, then you need to take advantage of that this month. So get on Sarah's calendar. She's posting it in the chat. She'll be happy to talk to you. The last thing, this is the little advertisement. The last thing is I'm going to be in London this weekend. On Saturday, I'm going to be at the Actor Pro Expo. On Sunday night from 6 to 8 p.m. London time, I am going to be hosting a party in a bar somewhere in the city in East London. We will be sending out an email to the entire list of the bar's address. Please come by and say hello. Appetizers on me. And we hope to see a lot of you and say hello, and see you either at the Actor Pro Expo on Saturday or on Sunday night, this Sunday night in London at a bar. And we will send you what bar we're going to be at. I'm going to scope the bar when I get there on Thursday morning. So I will let you know. Good. We have 2 more questions. That's it. Get on Sarah's calendar and Emmy, I signed up for the challenge and I'm excited to start. I have a small conundrum. Every day you're doing the challenge at the exact same time as you're doing your Facebook Live event. I have to report to work. My fucking luck. How do you suggest I do around with this? Okay, so it's going to be Facebook Live and it's going to be in the I Love Actors Facebook group, which means it's going to be there whenever you get to it. What is going to happen is each day I'm going to give you an assignment. So you can go whenever you get off work, Emmy, you can go into the I Love Actors Facebook group. You can find the post from that day, watch the 30-minute video, find out what your assignment is and do the assignment. Okay, so that's how it's going to work every day. You got this. Will the assignments be written in form? Yeah, I'm going to write them out in the Facebook page and I might actually send an email about them. That's a good idea, Emmy. We'll see if I can handle that. Because I have to be careful and not overextend myself, but I'll do my best. Accelerate Live is online because we have clients all over the world, Carolina. So no matter where you live, it's online. It's 1 p.m. Eastern to 6 p.m. Eastern. So for you guys in the UK area, it starts at 6 p.m. and it goes till 11 p.m. Yeah, it goes from 6 to 11 p.m. For you guys in LA, it goes from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So it's 5 hours. It's a 5-hour event. There will be a breaks, right? And yeah, so join us. It's exciting. And especially if you participate in the Accelerate in the challenge, because you might win a cash prize. If you're a big someone that really, you know, participates, then you could win a cash prize, which could be really cool. Beverly Daros, will there be a recording? I have work at that time. Yes, there will. Oh, if you buy the ticket for Accelerate Live, will there be a recording? Yes, we will send out the recording to anyone that buys a ticket. So absolutely, we'll do that. Look at me. I have my gray hair still, y'all, because I'm shooting that movie. They better finish shooting it because I might get one of those things I audition for this weekend. It was fun to have 2 auditions this weekend. Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome, Beverly. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, more questions. Oh, I love questions. Ursula, I have joined the challenge. I just want to thank you for doing so much webinars and giving us so many tools. Ursula, you're welcome. And Ursula, about the other thing, I got your email yesterday. I've just been crazy because, okay, so you guys, this is just a little information, but my husband went snowboarding on Sunday night. I went with him and he fell down. And so now his leg is all messed up. And so we're going to London, right, tomorrow. And I'm like, oh my God. So, you know, and so then when you emailed me yesterday, Ursula, I was just like, Ursula, I can't handle this right now. Because I ended up having to go work with my husband last night. He taught like sushi in the city for 26 people. And like, he's like hobbling around, you know, and so I just had to help him. And I was just like stressed because, you know, trying to, like, first of all, as you guys know, who are traveling, who have traveled lately, it's like, you know, you have to fill out 50,000 things before you get on the airplane and schedule tests. And it's just a lot. So I got your email. I totally hear you and I'm cool and we're fine and all good. Just wanted to let you know, Ursula. Okay. Yeah. All right. And I have like 4 clients this afternoon. Joshua, is it okay to send my pitch video more than once to the same casting director if they don't respond? I'm also struggling to get an email tracker attached to my email. What's the best one? There's so many, Joshua. I mean, if you have Gmail, probably Boomerang is your best bet for email tracker, you know. So I'm really bad with technology, but you know, you can reach out and ask like Scott, he's a good person to ask. You know, make sure you ask in the client page, like what trackers people use. And as far as sending your pitch video, here was a good idea that someone had in the mastermind the other day. I want to tell you this idea. So if you send a pitch video the first week, right, and they open it and they look at it, but they don't respond, then next week, go into Vimeo and make a GIF of your video and send it like a funny gift and like, hi, it's me again. I'd love to come in and audition for you or whatever. And so make a chuckle kind of funny thing that you send the next week. One of the things that I recommend is that you kind of leave your purse at the party. You know what I mean? Like you send something and then you go, oh, I forgot to send this, and then send that the next week. So a lot of people get tripped up and like they send one thing and then they don't know what to send again. So if you have to ask yourself, what are you looking for? Are you looking for them to answer you, give you a meaning, or are you just looking for them to know who you are? If you send a pitch video and they open it and they look at it, there's a beginning to know who you are. So you got what you asked for. So then you just have to continue to send to them. So because the squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? You know, and so it doesn't, like, don't feel bad if they don't respond, especially if you didn't ask for something specifically, like an audition or a general or something like that. Okay. Got it. Thank you. Okay. Awesome. Any more questions? Please feel free to ask them. Please sign up for the challenge. Please come and see me in London. Hey, if you're not in London, you can go sign up for Actors Pro Expo. It's free, y'all. And there's a ton of speakers, and it's all weekend. It's Saturday. It's awesome. Sandra, hi. How do I find these directors, producers, and to network with? Great question, Sandra. And I'll answer the rest of your question. So the way that you find those people to network with is a lot of different ways. LinkedIn is a very good tool. IMDb Pro can be a very good tool because occasionally, like, you'll see a movie and you'll go through producers and there will always be someone that has an email or a production company. We have a phenomenal list that we have with all of our clients that our clients have put together. So, you just have to start creating your list. Instagram, Twitter, those are really good ways. A lot of them have production companies. So there's a lot of ways to find them. Going to film festivals online. Now they're all online, so you can go to film festivals and meet people and make connections there. I am used to making money through my real estate business. Congratulations. But as a SAG actor, I have not made real money. I've spent money on classes, but I don't seem to know how to get the roles. I didn't have any agent. I don't have any agent. I didn't have an agent. Get auditions, get good feedback, but not booked often enough. Okay, so a lot of times what actors spend money on is not the thing that's going to get them out there selling themselves. So if I asked a room of 1,000 actors what you're doing about your acting career right now, you're going to tell me, well, I'm taking this acting class, I'm getting new headshots, and I'm going to fire my agent because he sucks, right? Which is all great, but it's kind of like saying, like, if your acting business is a restaurant, and I know you understand this because you're in a real estate business, so you have a business mind. If your acting business is a restaurant, what you just told me was, well, I'm taking a cooking class, I'm getting a new logo, and I'm going to fire the manager of my restaurant because he's not doing a very good job. Nothing of what you just said is about bringing customers in the door. And if your restaurant isn't making any money, that's because you don't have any customers. So the money should be spent on figuring out a way to get customers in the door. That's the primary thing that we do at Actors Fast Track, is figure out how our clients can get their customers in the door. right? So that's what you need to be spending time on if you want to make money as an actor. Like if you don't have anyone to sell a house to or anyone that wants you to sell their house for them, you're not going to make any money. So think of your acting business the same way you're thinking of your real estate business, which is the exchange of a product or service for money. So if you don't have any customers coming in your door, and listen, a lot of people think it's casting directors. Well, they're actually not your customer. They're not decision makers. They don't write the checks. The decision makers are producers. Okay. Hopefully that helped you. Get on my calendar or get on Sarah's calendar, have a conversation. Linda Ekman, come by and see me at the Actor Pro Expo. And also, Linda, we are going to send out an email about where we're going to be Sunday night. Come to the bar and hang out. It's going to be from 6 to 8 p.m. somewhere. I'm staying at the Hyatt House on Whitechapel Road near Brick Lane. That's where I'm staying. And so it will be somewhere around there, a bar that's going to be open from Sunday at 6 to 8, where I can, commandeer a portion of the bar and order a bunch of appetizers and people can come in. You're welcome, Sandra. So Linda, I really, really hope I get to see you. Okay. So I hope you can, name the place. We will, and we'll be sending out an email. And if for some reason, you guys, I'm going to figure out where it is on Thursday. And then we're going to send out an email to the entire list about like, come party with Valorie on Sunday night in London. If you do not get that email, please reach out to Sarah, SARA at actorsfasttrack.com or Taylor, TAYLOR at actorsfasttrack.com and say, hey, I'm in London. Where is Valorie going to be on Sunday night? That email will be going out at some point on Friday. Right? So if for some reason you don't get it and you're in London and you want to know, or come by the Actor Pro Expo, we'll have the address for you at the booth where we're going to be on Sunday night. So I look forward to seeing all of you in London or online. Beverly, we're so glad you're joining us for Accelerate Live. Don't worry, we will send you all of the information before the event of where to be. It will be online, but I'm not going to tell you the exact Zoom link because I haven't figured out if I'm going to create I'm probably going to create a Zoom link just for the event. And I haven't done that yet rather than having it on my regular Zoom link. So you will be, don't worry, every ticket holder will get plenty of information emailed to you about where the event is. Perfection. Great. Awesome. Josh, where are those links again for the upcoming programs? Sarah, can you post again in the chat for Joshua the name of the challenge link and the Accelerate Live link? Oh, she's got there's the Accelerate Live link and then the challenge link so everyone can sign up for that. It's in the chat, Josh. It's theactorschallenge.com. There it is right there. Oh, and there's Sarah's calendar. If you guys want to get on it, Sarah's calendar and talk to her, we'd love to have you. Okay. Awesome. Okay, great. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed the webinar today. I love you guys a lot. I have 4 clients today, and then I'm getting a massage because I deserve it. So I'm getting a massage before I get on the plane tomorrow because I'm getting on the red eye. I'm gonna use my husband's bad knee to see if I can get upgraded to business class. Wouldn't that be awesome if I got upgraded to business class? Pray for me that United upgrades me to business class tomorrow night. I'm in economy plus, which is nice. There's leg room and I have my neck pillow, but if I was in business class, wee doggy. So I will be in London Thursday morning, sleeping in my hotel room, and eating some delicious curry on Brick Lane. And then Friday running around, running errands, Saturday at the event, Sunday talking to actors, Sunday doing the party. Monday, I'm going to Camden Market. That's my itinerary for y'all, in case you want to know. Okay. Hey, I love you all so much. Oh, Raina, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Donna. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Any advice regarding pitch videos? How long should they be and how should they be sent? Hey, Bernadette, I'm actually going to teach on that on Sunday night online. I'm doing a whole class on that. Also on our YouTube page, Actors Fast Track, there is a whole thing that we did about pitching. And Bernadette, I would be happy to, when I get back from London, if you want to schedule a session with you. But there's a whole webinar we did about it on the YouTube page and at Actors Pro Expo on Sunday evening at 8:30 Great Britain time, whatever it is, New York time. You know, I'm speaking in the evening so people in America can watch it depending on where you are. I'm talking about pitching to Hulu, Netflix, and all of those. So yeah, all right. So hope that helps. Oh yeah, Sarah just put the YouTube link in the chat so you can go over there and watch our videos, which will help you on pitching. We just finished up a pitch class that we did. We talk a lot about pitching. So there's a lot of information about pitching, and I hope that helps you. All right, you guys, listen, I love you all. I'm going to go take a little break and then get plugged in for my clients this afternoon. I will see you in London, or I will see you, the 17th, a week from Thursday, there's another webinar, and it's with James Hallett. And we're going to talk about what is getting in your way already this year, what your challenges are for this year. And we're going to have a conversation with it. And for you guys that have been around, every month I talk to James. He's amazing. We're going to talk about that. So that is coming up on the 17th. We will be sending emails about that. I'm doing a webinar every month this month, every week this month, just to help you guys get focused on getting what you want to have happen. All right. I love you all so much. I'll see you guys soon and have a great day. Bye, everyone.